Welcome back to the Youth Academy series here on FIFA 21, guys. We are going to be ending the league season today, and because our position is so strong, knowing definitively we will qualify for the playoffs, we will be playing the playoff semi-finals today as well. We'll actually start by playing Southampton. In the last episode, we played 5th place Derby, 6th place Norwich, and 8th place Stoke as kind of a playoff preview. Well, to begin with, that preview continues because we start with Southampton, and they may well be a side that we face in the playoff final if the league positions stay as they are, and provided we can get through the semis as well. So we've played 2 of the other 3 sides in the playoffs in the last episode, and today we play the remainder of that, and then it'll be semi-final time. As things stand, that'll be Norwich. It could well be Derby, depending on how results go in the final few games. It's unlikely that it will be Coventry or Stoke, but it might be. And we'll have to take it as it comes. Of course, Tudor picked up an injury in the last episode and is out for a few weeks. He will be back for the playoffs, but he's out for a few weeks, so Tau has to come into the starting lineup to partner Samar Salem. Outside of that, a little bit of growth in the squad. Heftay's up to 78, Costa 2, Bull up to 85, Pumphrey 81, Vermolen's now 73, which is great news. And you guys have mentioned that Alho shouldn't go any higher than 74, whilst he's got that kind of not going to grow emblem next to him in the development centre. But young players, when they have that, are likely to grow by 1 per season. So Alho certainly isn't going to progress at the rate that we need him to be able to still continually be part of the team. On the right-hand side, you can see Southampton's starting lineup. It's very strong and probably going to be too much for us on this particular match day, I would imagine, judging by my form in the last episode. But this is a new day, a new recording session, so hopefully I'm playing better football. I'm going to need to play better football if we're to make that playoff final for a one-off special tomorrow in the suit. Right then, let's go and play Southampton and see what we'll do in this final playoff preview before the playoffs begin for real after this. Drop the video a like if you're enjoying the series and you're looking forward to this playoff campaign. We have had a dip in views and likes, etc. recently, which is understandable. It's been a bit of a dull end to the season, but hopefully those of you that have stuck around are still enjoying, and those that have kind of drifted off will come back once we start the new season. Still though, hit that likes button, and it does help push the content to new people. Right, Adam Armstrong up top for them. He'll be dangerous, very much so, but we're dangerous too. Nicholas Dominguez, hell of a player for Southampton to have at championship level. You imagine, they bought him when they were in the Premier League and he hasn't left with the relegation. Ramsey down the line to Perez, crosses it in, and the keeper can't get there in time. Telson Dalla gives Southampton an early 1-0 lead. We drew with Derby, we drew with Norwich. We're going to hope that we can do better than that in this game against Southampton, but we haven't started well enough yet. They take an early lead. So Salem, we need to respond, and respond quickly, and respond well if we're to keep the run of confidence we got from that Stoke game up. I really needed that confidence yesterday after the way that my form was going. So if I can back that up, we're doing something here against Southampton that's positive, that would be great. We very nearly had that instant response then, the keeper having to bat it away from right underneath his goal mouth. The man at the back post sneaking in, looking to pick up on any scraps that had been potentially laid out by a dodgy touch by a goalkeeper or defender underneath that cross. Tried to deny the man the opportunity to play the ball across to the man that was free, and Pumphrey is going on a proper Harry Maguire-esque. I've just decided to take all of the attacking impetus into my own hands, and now I've balls the pass up. Aki driving through midfield. Plenty of runners around him. Got a man over here in Perez. Oh, he's done me. He's absolutely done me. Paul Gascoigne, Scotland, Euro 96. Perez has just emulated the iconic goal from Wembley. Oh my God, I can't believe it. Takes a touch, knocks it over the defender, and then buries it. Southampton are a serious team, and we are in serious trouble. Take this free kick short with Pumphrey and find Heftay. Through there is Bull. Oh, around the corner is Tau. And he may not be first choice, but when called upon, he does do the business. Francois Xavier brings Barrow back into the game immediately. We didn't get the response after the first goal. We did get the response after the second. Excellent footwork by Lucas Bull, and on Boutou Tao's left foot, you would favour him to score from that range and that position. He's scored a handful so far this season. That's his 10th of the year. Certainly contributing to our season, and very much so contributing to a potential comeback here against Southampton. 2-1 after half an hour. I didn't commentate because I thought there was going to be a foul, I'll be honest. I didn't say anything when we put that challenge in. Fully expected the referee to blow up. I know we've got them right on the back foot. Alho, I can't find him. Chapchit's got the pace to get back. Can you believe it? Oh, proper gilt-edged chance. Open opportunity to play through the man when he 2v1. And then all of a sudden, a second Southampton defender arrives. Now at the other end, Armstrong actually sets up a third Southampton goal. Unbelievable. It could have been 2-2. It's not. It's 3-1. And the Saints have their 2-goal advantage back again. This is drama. In what will be the final played game of the regular season. We'll sim the other 4. All of the games that we've played in this playoff preview have been absolutely end-to-end. I love that. Thank you. Well done, Alho. Stepped in well. Slightly caught there, but the referee decided it wasn't a foul, and now I'm in trouble. Adam Armstrong, it's given the ball away, thankfully. Jenkins, just take your time. Don't rush it. Don't ruin it. Don't give the ball away. I am in trouble, but we've been able to get ourselves out of trouble. Oh, I was slightly nervous there when I was headed back towards my own goal and getting closer and closer to it. Lucas Ball played in around the corner by Boutou Tao. Please be onside, Lucas. Please be onside. He is, and someone at the back post. Hefty! 3-2. Game on again. These aren't even the playoff games against Stoke, Norwich, Derby and Southampton, but they have all of the drama of the playoffs. I didn't think Hefty looked to get beyond the man and then stopped as I committed to play the pass, but thankfully he went again and he smacked that home at the near post. We've pulled it back to 1 again, and there's still over half an hour to find an equaliser or maybe more. Nicholas Dominguez. Romeu dinked forward. Dalla still able to find Armstrong out wide to Akiemi. Back to Josh Sims again. He's got runners around him. Had to draw Pumphrey a long way out of position there, but Costa's trying to deal with it. Just got too many men around me here. It's a lovely ball through to Oriol Romeu, who's onside and squeezes it home. Southampton won't stop scoring. Oriol Romeu with the run from deep. On his right foot, just onside, through the keeper's legs, Southampton extend their 2-goal lead again. I really don't want to end up having to play Southampton in the playoff semi-finals. I'd rather, hopefully, get Derby or Norwich and then avoid Southampton until right at the very end and hope that we can have a better performance, because it certainly hasn't been one for the history books today. With regards to the positivity of our performance. It certainly has been one for the neutrals, though. Cracking game of football, and there's still 15 minutes to go where more could happen. Okay, we've been okay here, we've been decent, but we've certainly not been good enough, evidently. If we want to get promoted this season via the playoffs, then when the playoffs arrive, which will be next, we are going to have to raise our game again. Our final youth scout reports of the season have come back. The scouts have finished their regimes now. Do let me know in the comment section where you think I should send these scouts next at the beginning of next season, and I will do as you wish. Hopefully we can find some absolute ballers like Joseph Afrifa, the first potential superstar from Ghana. We haven't had any yet. I can't give you another month, so I'm going to have to call you up and just see if a position change will maybe do something. I'm going to say no to you. We'll say no to you. Don't need a goalkeeper. We've got 7,000 of those. No. And Duarte, we'll see if a position change will do anything for him as well. We do have, I am still waiting on some scout reports for these free agents, all of which look like they could be really decent. Not all of them free agents, actually. Some of them just assigned to other clubs. But hopefully some of those will be half decent. But let's see what these players that may well come through our own youth system look like. Right, so Duarte, Cam. That's just a no, I'm afraid. He's not going to grow much at all. We will release him. regardless of a position change. I have changed Josip Kovacic to a striker or I'm changing Kovacic to a striker at your request. You guys recommended him at a striking position, so I am doing that currently. The 55 to 62 was the centre mid to a cam, and now training him as a striker. I'm not sure what it's going to do for his overall. Jesus, the initial man that we looked at here, I mean, he looks better as a defender, doesn't he? With the better tackling, I mean, I can't believe he's come through as a striker and a centre forward when actually he might be best as a centre back. What would it take to change his stats? 4 weeks to change him to a centre back. That's very peculiar. Right, Afrifa, 62 rated already. Great dribbling. Ball control's decent. Curve, free kick accuracy. His passing stats could do with some work. He's not the fastest. Maybe a centre mid or a cam with the agility and balance. Maybe a cam. Centre mid is 40 weeks. Cam 2. Let's change him to cam. Then we can train his shooting and his passing and really get him to grow. Okay, that's good. Moving forward then from here, we'll be simulating the final few games of the season before heading into the playoffs against, well, who knows at this rate? Honestly, genuinely, who knows? Simming against Queen's Park Rangers, and we're going to get the result that is a 1-1 draw. They're 21st in the league. That certainly should have been better. Watford win 2-0 against Nottingham Forest. Up next for us, as we drop to 4th in the table, is second placed Watford. As you can see from the league table, Watford have also breached the 100-point mark. Burnley now assured the league title. 9 points available and 11 points the gap. So Burnley definitely first. Watford definitely second. 3rd and 4th still up for grabs between ourselves and Southampton. 5th and 6th still up for grabs between Derby and Norwich. And still just hanging on Coventry and Stoke to the narrow, thin hopes of maybe sneaking a 6th place. But at present, it looks like we might well have Derby in the playoffs. To point out as well, Butu Tau has grown to 75 and Damian Tudor is on his way back from injury. Much earlier than we anticipated he would be. Watford, a 2-1 defeat to them, no surprise. Salem getting the goal for us. Stoke lose. That's them out of the promotion playoff hunt. We're still 3rd. Wow, Southampton lost as well. Oh no, they haven't played yet. So if they win that, they will be 5 points clear with 6 points available, and it looks like we're definitely going to be finishing 4th. Okay, so Coventry haven't done anything either. So all of the playoff participants are confirmed, but in what order, we're not yet sure. Huddersfield Town away. You can see that Southampton have not won their game in hand. They've drawn it and are now on 82 points. So the gap is 3 above us. The gap is 4 below us as Norwich have won their game, but they can't catch us. Derby could, depending on what our result is here on this match day. So still, the playoff spot lineup is up for grabs. We win by 2-1. We will... Pumphrey gets sent off though. Well, I'm glad he's done that now. We're not in the final game, meaning that he will be available for the playoff semi-finals. Nottingham Forest beat Derby by 3-1 to end their hopes of finishing any higher than 5th. And we've drawn level with Southampton now on 82, but goal difference is in their favour. So we will be finishing 3rd or 4th. Norwich will be finishing 5th or 6th. And we will be playing either Norwich or Derby in the playoff semi-finals. If we finish 4th, we'll play Norwich or Derby, who are going to finish 5th. If we finish 3rd, we'll play Norwich or Derby, who finish 6th. So it will be Norwich or Derby coming up next. Kovacic's position change is now finished, and notice how his potential window has narrowed to 87 to 94. This kid is going to be spectacular at some point in his career. He's a 64 rated striker. You guys certainly made the right decision there, and we'll train him as a complete striker to try and improve his shooting stats. Or do I do mobile now? I need his finishing to improve. Poacher. Let's do complete striker first. Concentrate on everything other than pace. The pace may well just come in time. Kovacic now a 64 rated striker. I'll call these guys up at the beginning of next season so as we don't affect their potential. But it looks like a handful of them are going to be very, very good indeed. And hopefully we'll be able to get them loan deals for next year. Southampton yet to play that game in hand of theirs. Still. So I'll see you in the final game of the league season. So as we arrive against Millwall at the end of the season, you can see that Southampton have now played their game in hand and won it. They are 3 points clear of us, even though goal difference is still very narrow between the two of us. So we could yet finish third. If we win and Southampton lose, which would have to be the result that would see us overtake them, goal difference should, in theory, work itself out. Because we're hopefully going to win by... Well, to win, we have to win by at least one. And hopefully we'd win by more against the relegation threatened side. And Southampton have Middlesbrough away, who are 13th. So not the most straightforward of fixtures. There is still something to play for at the bottom there, did I just spy. With regards to that last relegation spot, Hull are 2 points above Millwall. So Millwall are fighting for survival here. Hull have got Bournemouth, so that's not going to be easy. But Millwall, our opponents today, could save themselves from relegation if they beat us. Pumphrey suspended for this game. We don't miss him. A 3-1 win. Hefte with one. Tudor back in the starting lineup and scoring, and Bull with the other. Southampton. I didn't glance quickly enough to see it. We have Norwich in the playoffs, but is that because we finished third or because they finished fourth? They finished fifth, sorry. We finished fourth. We will have 5th place Norwich in the playoff final. Sorry, the playoff semis. And Southampton will play Derby. Right then. Coming up next in how long a time? How much have we got to wait? Just over a week's time. We have ourselves Norwich away, followed by Norwich at home. The playoffs are happening now. Tim Krul in goal for Norwich. They're lining up very similarly to how they played against us last time. We drew in the last episode. Timu Puki leading the line for them. Kieran Dowell in behind again. Pochetta on the left. If either of those two pick up yellow cards in this game, they will be suspended for the second leg. We are at full strength in our 4-4-2. Damian Tudor restored to the starting lineup. It's now or never. Time to try and... Oops. Time to try and get ourselves to the playoff final. Sorensen lofted forward to Pochetta, and City drills it into Puki's feet. Keeping him quiet is going to be very difficult today. It's a lovely ball out to Jatta, who will keep that in. He's got options down the line behind him. And Thomas, and then there's the chance to move it infield. Jatta has made a good secondary run. He's past one man, but Lazovic will hook that away, and a counter-attack could be on. Salim looking for a teammate. Costa will find Alho, looking for Salim again, and into Damian Tudor. Go on, Samar. Alho's arriving. The defender, he looked to tuck and then realised that Lucas Ball would have been left free and went back again. Salim out wide looking for Hefte. Keep that in, please. Hefte's done well. Lazovic, how's the cross? Salim was definitely offside there. Oh, frustrating opening half an hour here. Probably for both sides, to be fair. I haven't gotten going attacking-wise in this game so far, but thankfully neither have Norwich. Still 0-0 after half an hour. A very nervy first leg here in the playoffs. Alho steps in nicely. Can't get it off him, but they're not going to keep that in. To Alho. Costa's there, and he's making a little bit of a move forward. He does like to get involved in the attacks, Lucas Costa. You can see him going again. Salim fouled there from behind. The referee says no. Play continues. Kieran Dowell turns nicely. I'm worried about Pookie getting played in behind. He's not made any sort of run into a channel yet. Jatta has. Is he onside here? That's the question. The answer is seemingly yes, but thankfully Prince deals with it. Good defending from the left back. Certainly an area where we could look to improve in the not too distant future. Salim played in. Tudor's here with him. Alho's arriving. And look at Salim. That's where we'll go next. Samar. I just need a little bit of space on the edge of the box, and I'm not finding it yet. Prince is here. I think ball was offside. Prince will deliver. Oh, it's a terrible cross. He's kicked it straight to the goalkeeper. Have we even had any shots in this game ourselves? No. And Norwich have only had one. How? After all of the action from all of the playoff preview games, the actual playoff itself has been a really nervy affair where no one is really threatening either's goal. All of the goals in the previous games, nothing yet to show for you in this first half of the playoff semi-final leg 1. Hopefully playoff semi-final leg 1 second half has more. Southampton take the lead by 2-0 in their first leg away from home against Derby. Of course, away goals don't count in the playoffs. Key to point that out for those of you that weren't aware. That's going to go out of play as well, isn't it? Was Jata going to keep that in? He's done miraculously well to do so. And the delivery could come in. Southampton winning by 2-0. They are almost certainly, after beating us as well, the favourites for these playoffs. With Norwich and Derby finishing significantly behind ourselves and Southampton. You would imagine that everybody's expecting a Barrow-Southampton playoff final with probably a Southampton win in said playoff final. But we've got to get there first. And to get there, we have to have shots on goal. And Damian Tudor is desperately trying to shake off the attentions of Bonda. But he just wouldn't stop tugging at the shirt and let me get away from him. Whether there was a foul in there or not is up for debate. But still 0-0 here after 60 minutes. And still very minimal goalmouth action to bring to you, I'm afraid. Back to Thomas. I'm worried about Pukki's movement. He's offside there, I'm sure of it. He is. Vermaelen holds on well, and we'll take the free kick rather than we could have just played on. But we'll start again and have the chance to reset shape-wise. And maybe that can lead to us scoring the first goal of these playoffs. Samar Salim does exactly that. It's been a long time coming, but we've had a shot on goal, and we've bloody well scored it too. Barrow 1, Norwich 0. We take the advantage. Away goal don't count. Away goals don't count. But the away side have scored here, and the away side are leading in the Derby-Southampton game as well. There's still another leg to come after this, but we've put ourselves in the driving seat. Prince into ball. And Tudor, have we sparked into life here? Not necessarily. Not necessarily. Has the goal going in at the other end sparked Norwich into life? Maybe. Jata with support. Quick 1-2 with Thomas has worked that around the defensive line well. And Thomas found again here. Brings it down nicely. He's not got anything in the way of support. I'm going to try and win it off him. Oh, I think that was meant for Jata. Oh, it will find Jata in the end. And Norwich are level. And that's a wonderful goal. I thought the initial ball that came back across the box was meant for Jata. It ignored him to let Jata continue his run to then get played in at the second opportunity. That's a wonderful goal. Well crafted. Jata left it and then made that darting move into the box. And because the defence had been pulled by other runs, he was in space. Norwich equalise. We drew against them in the last episode. We may well be drawing against them here again today. But there's still another game after this to play against Norwich that hopefully will win. And there's still minutes left in this game for us hopefully to win here anyway. There's still time. Let's not give up on it yet. Salim, oh, nowhere to go. Nowhere to go at all. Can I get this out to a wide man? Doesn't look like it. It's just so many yellow and green shirts around me then. Costa can't keep the ball away from all of them. 7 minutes to go. Still 1-1 at Carrow Road. But Barrow Boy Lane is the next destination. But will we be going there with an aggregate lead? Maybe. Very likely. Damian Tudor. 2-1. Barrow with 5 to go. We take the advantage again. Let's go. Poachetta. It's good football. It's a good solo run. But McMullen tracked with him all the way. All the way. Oh, but Prince has given the ball away. And Poachetta has it again. And can he punish us for that mistake? 2 minutes added on here. It would be the last action of the game if the ball does go in. Salim's just nodded that away, which hopefully will waste enough time for Norwich to not be able to find the chance for another goal. Kieran Dowell, don't commit. No, he's in! He's missed! City, with literally the last kick of the game, could have equalised for Norwich, but he's missed the target. How costly will that be come the end of the second leg? Norwich defeated on their own patch. Now they've got to come north. Up to Barrow Boy Lane we go for the next game. Southampton with the advantage in the first leg in their tie 2. And Derby have to go south. It's roles reversed. It's leg 2 on my birthday in 2024. This would be a hell of a present if I can get myself through to the playoff final. I will start McMullen, who made an impact off the bench. And Bilson did well too. I'm going to throw Abdelli in ahead of Prince, who was average in that first leg. Let's go and do it. Lazovic down the line into Bilson to start things off here at Barrow Boy Lane. We very much want to start off in a positive manner. All we need to do now is just avoid defeat, and we will be going to Wembley for a one-off special tomorrow with the suit. But there's a long 90 minutes ahead, and we know Norwich are dangerous. We're talking about a Norwich player potentially hanging up his boots. But we don't care about people that aren't playing. That's not the most important thing right now, lads. What everyone's desperate to know is who's going to make it to Wembley. And is Damian Tudor going to help us extend the lead? The answer's no, not yet. Cross to come in here from Bull. Lazovic is underneath it. He's won it, but he's headed it closer to the man that took the corner than the goal itself. Yeah, that was terrible. Dowell tried to step to play some Norwich players offside. That hasn't worked. Jatta, they pronounce it Yatta in... oh, what a ball. Pookie's in. It's 1-0 Norwich and 2-2 on aggregate. That's a hell of a goal. They pronounce it Yatta in commentary. Bakary Yatta. Gambian footballer. I be honest, I don't know what the native language in Gambia is. I've been calling him Jatta. Do let me know if I'm getting it wrong in the comment section down below. No one's called me up on it in a comment previously, so I presumed I was pronouncing it correctly. Timu Pukki, though, has buried that in the bottom corner, and Norwich are level, but that's fine. They scored against us in the last game, and we still won it. They scored against us in the most recent league game, and we still drew it. And a draw would be enough for us here to send us to Wembley. So, no panic stations yet. Oh, there's the runner on the outside from right back Thomas again. Oh, I don't know where to position myself. It's hit Jenkins, not an arm though, thankfully. Heart in mouth when that sort of thing happens now. McMullen forward to Bull. Thomas had pushed forward from right back for Norwich. And I've got plenty of options available. I just need to find the right one. Bilson. I didn't find the right one. Costa, McMullen. Lucas Bull is still out there. Back to McMullen again. There's Salem from the edge of the box. Samar. Oh, off the post. So close. Costa can get to that first. Oh, look for Tudor. Spin the defender. Damian. No, goes to ground. Nothing given. It wasn't a foul. Unreal. So very nearly the equalising goal on the night, and a goal to put us back ahead on aggregate. As things stand, of course, we are headed to extra time and another 30 minutes here in this second leg. Dowell out to Jatta. I'm nervy now. Oh, Kieran Dowell, that's outrageous. Please no. Please no. Protetta brings that down. There's so many bodies forward. Pukki straight to Vermeulen. Just taking my time, playing the right pass at the right time and finding the right opponent. Salem. It's past the defender. Back to Costa. There's McMullen. Round the corner. Lucas Bull. Tudor. Costa. Salem. I can't find any space to get a shot away. Costa. McMullen. Now! Tudor! No, not Tudor! Lucas Bull! My brain went left foot. Lucas Bull! 1-1 on the night. 3-2 Barrow on aggregate. His left foot has let us down a couple of times recently, but not this time. We are in front again. Come on, Barrow boys! For all of Norwich's defensive efforts there, they couldn't keep us out. Advantage Barrow again. Did dangle a leg with Pumphrey there, but just as we found it difficult to break through their defensive line, they are finding it difficult to break through ours now. Just sheer numbers enough for us on that occasion. And they're not able to find a way through. I'm not going to rush things, though. Still going to take my time, unless there's a really obvious counter-attacking opportunity, which there wasn't then. There was still plenty of players back in the right places to try and defend for Norwich. Unfortunately, that cross didn't quite go where it was supposed to. That header hasn't gone where it was supposed to either. For some reason, Lazovic seemed to arc away from that, but he's done brilliantly to try and win that back, and win it back he has. Salem to Bilson will go across into McMullen. It was meant for Costa, but we will eventually find him. And Bilson and Tudor. Salem is there. He's turned well. Do I have the angle for this shot? Not really, but Tudor might if he turns and gets it on that left. It's well blocked by Zimmerman, but the referee points to the spot. Surely that didn't hit an arm. Controversy in a playoff semi-final. It did. His arm was down by his knee, and it has hit the arm on its way towards goal. Lucas Bull from the spot. You know what? I'm going to be bold. I'm going to be brave. I'm going to go right down the middle. 2-1 on the night, as it was at Carrow Road. 4-2 on aggregate. We are 25 minutes away from Wembley. Come on, let's finish it off. Derby have equalised at St Mary's. They're still 2 goals behind on aggregate, but they're level on the night at least. Derby with a fighting chance. Abdelli into the middle. Salem looking for Bilson. Bilson! No! He's taken it past the keeper with his first touch. Tim Krul must have made the save because a corner's been given. Oh, how have we not finished it off there? How have we not finished it up there? Lazovic is up for this. The keeper can't punch properly. Oh, Poachetta won that header, I think. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's another corner. For some reason, Pumphrey's been taken off near post duty, which is really strange, because he's a great goal scorer to go through. We'll go to from that area. It's annoying. And there's no way for me to change that. Lazovic. Oh, Abdelli. Oh, it's still free. It's still free. It's going to be scrambled away. Nobody could get to that. Not a defender, not an attacker, not the goalkeeper. It just kept bobbling there, waiting for someone to do something with it. And in the end, nobody did anything. Southampton take a 2-1 lead in their game. It will be Barrow versus Southampton in a playoff final in a one-off special tomorrow. And we've had a rerun of that today, and we didn't do that well at all. We've done the business against Norwich, though, and we drew the game against Norwich recently in the league. So we've stepped up our result on that occasion, or on this occasion from that occasion. So provided we can step up our result from the previous game against Southampton for tomorrow's occasion, then maybe we'll be okay. Salem, lovely spin on it. Looking for the run of McMullen. No, that was to neither Tudor nor Bull out wide. But time's running out for Norwich here. Surely, especially with that block now. Surely this is it. Surely this is it. Can we add another, just to add a little bit of gloss on it? We should be able to now. As Salem's played through, I'll try and get there first. I tried to lift it over the goalkeeper, but Krul's done enough. But Norwich, as a whole, haven't done enough. A 2-1 defeat on their own patch. A 2-1 defeat away from home. And Norwich will be in the Championship next season. We might not be. Playoff final at Wembley coming tomorrow. I will probably premiere it as well at 3 PM in the afternoon. Make sure you are here, if you possibly can be, for that live premiere. If not, you'll see it when the premiere has ended. Barrow 2, Norwich 1. Barrow 2, Norwich 1. Barrow 4, Norwich 2. Playoff final for the Barrow boys. Deserved as well on that second leg balance of play. It is a great birthday present for me in 2024. My 36th birthday will be very enjoyable indeed. Right, Grasso loan bid. No, I don't think so. And you're welcome. I'm proud of you, George. You certainly had a part to play. I think I'm probably going to put Hefte back in for the final. Almost certainly. Anybody showing some massive signs of growth here? Kovacic 64 rated still. Messina 65. Menezes 66. Not massive growth from anyone yet, but or not in the space of today's episode anyway. But yeah, Hefte will be back. To be fair, McMullen has probably earned his spot in that starting lineup after that double leg performance, or at least substitute performance in leg one and then second leg. Hefte will come back in. Tudor and Salem up top. That is how we will line up. But we will be lining up in that game tomorrow. Do join me for the playoff final against Southampton at Wembley. We've played them today and we've lost 4-2. We know all too well how dangerous this could be. I'll see you tomorrow.